Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Ultimate Alchemy. I keep forgetting the name of this mod pack, but it's still addicting. Now, between the last session and this one, I did quite a bit of work, and unfortunately it'd been a couple weeks, so I didn't quite remember where I left off, but I do remember stopping at dirt. So here's what I've got so far. Let me put my pop filter down so it sounds a little better, if my pop filter will stay in place. Please? It's not going to. How nice. I was hoping it would. So anyway, what I've gotten done, obviously you can tell this is a lot of work that got done, and it's quite crazy. So, I'll break it down really quickly so that we can actually get other things done this session, because obviously this is a tutorial, so I am going to teach how to do more of this stuff. So the first things first is dirt. Now, I remember teaching the water of life into the fermenter. I did automate gravel, and I do the compact cobble, pulverize it, uncraft it. It goes into said machines, and because both of these take gravel, I just split it in two. And then obviously we got the sapling maker back here. And then there's this chain over here, which is the exact same thing as that one, except it adds two more steps. It adds the dirt making again, but it also adds, well, it adds one more step, which is compost. And the compost plus dirt makes grass blocks. Now, with these grass blocks, we can do a number of things with. But first, I need to make... Also, just as a note, my inventory got deleted in between sessions. I don't know how. I think I fell in the void and died, but I don't remember. It's been a little bit. So, anyway, the first thing we need is a centrifuge, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what it takes, right? Yep, it is a centrifuge. So, a centrifuge, well, I'll just show you after I craft it. I just showed the recipe. It's a couple things. For the most part, they're fairly easy to get. Stairs, I think, is the most involved piece of all this, which is kind of funny in my opinion. But everything else, I think I have already. Oh, come on. Crafting table. I've been looking into a crafting table fix for that, and I still haven't found it. So here's a centrifuge. Now, luckily, this does not need to be hooked up super fancy or anything. The only thing that will need to be fancy with it is the chest connected. So I need to find more cables. Do I have cables? Please tell me I have extra cables. I do have extra cables. Yay! And thanks to our updated power grid, we can do that. And now I'm going to let that charge up full. I need a item translocator. And now all I need is a couple chests, which I should have a couple extras from earlier. Yeah, I do. What I might do is start investing in iron or even gold chests soon. I really need to, because gold chests store a bit more. But for the sake of this, I'm only doing iron chests. So now I'm going to take a stack of this dirt, and I'm going to throw it in here. And that should start making leaf petals, or flower petals. And this is how we'll start the process of Lapis, is ironically by pulverizing dirt to Kingdom Come. So, what was that first stage for? It's taking a long time, so I'm kind of concerned. Is it working? That's 4 run-throughs. Okay, it is working. So every time it pulverizes through one run, I assume it's giving me one or no items whatsoever. So this takes a moment, but as you can see, I'm getting mystical petals of different colors. I'm looking for blue, and I'm looking for white initially. If I can get blue and white, we're off to a good start. I need blue to make the initial blue dye. That'll actually start the process for Lapis. Unfortunately, I can't use light blue. The other color I need is white, and it's actually because the white petals are used to start Botania, the mod Botania. So, in this mod, you actually have to use Botania to start Thaumcraft, and then that's a process all on its own. Thaumcraft has been my specialty in 1.7.10, and then they updated it 3 times, and I have no idea what happens. So I'm very good at Thaumcraft 4, and a lot of it's spreader mods. So because of that, yeah, it kind of happens. So now that we have made progress, I could technically end the video there. White. I have white petals. So for the time being, I'm going to pause the recording and get things set up while that grinds down and takes a few minutes. I may have to recraft my acceleration one, so I'll be right back. So, initially I was gonna do Lapis today. The problem is, if we do Lapis, this is going to be a bit of a longer episode, or a lot more pauses in between. So, I have everything to make Lapis, except one thing. In order to make Lapis, which I'll go ahead and pull up the recipe. In order to make Lapis, I have to make polished diorite with essence of true blue. Luckily, we have diorite, and with this handy thing that I made for my friend Mike a long time ago, I can automate the process of making diorite into polished diorite with very little resources, as we have iron and we have sticks forever. Then, the next step is making essence of true blue and a fluid transposer. Fluid transposers are easy, that's the recipe, ta-da. Essence of true blue requires me to make a fractioning still, which requires an alchemical imbuter with pulverized gold. Pulverized gold is easy enough, I just have to figure out how to automate that, and I'm still working on that. So very blue, mildly blue, alchemical imbuter with blue dye, which is what the floral powder's for, and another alchemical imbuter with more blue dye. So to make the alchemical imbuters, we need everything, including a brewing stand. Unfortunately, there is no feasible way to get this right now. However, we can get this. Blaze powder. Blaze powder can be made using sulfur and liquid XP. Now, liquid XP cannot be obtained. Essence of knowledge, however, can, using the statue of the thinker in a Magma Crucible. And to make a statue of the thinker, it's actually very easy. The problem is it doesn't stack. And the second problem I need running into is making sulfur. Now, I found something that I forgot about. One way to make sulfur is by pulverizing coal, and we just made that last session. So I'm going to work on a pulverizer that pulverizes coal into pulverized coal with that small chance of sulfur. However, this will cost a lot more power, but there's a chain of recipes after this that will allow me to make naphtha, which can then be refined into fuel with the 50% chance of sulfur. This refined fuel can be turned back into power by use of tin and silver. I can make a thing of silver really quickly. It's not too hard. I think it's glass and tin to make silver. 'Cause alchemy, and then tin and iron, and that's it. But I have to go through this chain in order to do that. So I'm going to probably pursue that for a little while. And luckily, I have all this rigged up, so now I can just... And I'm going to turn this sideways. Question is, where do I want to put everything? I also did one other thing that I forgot to show off. I did automate the making of netherrack. It's shockingly easy since lava won't go into a basin without an ingredient in it. Lava will not go into a basin to make obsidian by itself. Yay, that's actually helpful. because that means if I just pump stone constantly into this, it'll always make netherrack. If I were to pump regular wood into that, that would make firewood, quite literally. And that's a modifier for Tinker's Construct to allow my tools to auto-smelt. I don't need a tool like that. So, yeah, for now, I'm just going to activate one of these, turn that off, turn you off. So now both of those will start pumping up into this. And because of power, now that we have plenty of power, thankfully, we have a lot more things we can do with the base now that we have this amount of power running through our system. The question is, do I need more power, and do I want to make power storage? For now, I'm not too worried about it. Why is this not? Why aren't you doing things? Did I do an oops? Did I not do this right? Or is it specific and has to come out of the bottom center hole? Please don't tell me it's... Is it bugging? Or am I an idiot? I'm an idiot. So now that should output. Both of them did, yay! So now we have coal, which, ironically, I can split into two here. So I'm probably, yeah, I need to put drawers for this. I need a drawer for both coal and sulfur. And the reason I'm making a drawer for coal is because, realistically, if I want to make a good auto storage system later in the game, I have to have one of everything in the game. If I want to automate everything, truly have it automated, in my opinion, refined storage systems would be really cool to do that. So now that we have coal being made, I'm going to set this to yellow and have an extra drawer here. Phooey, I didn't think about that. Alright. For now, I'm going to set you to... This is going to be risky. Set you to there, set you to that. You should, with time, get a singular sulfur. Hopefully. Please. Sulfur. Sulfur! I need sulfur. And this is probably why I need to pursue that other thing I was working on. So, remember that netherrack I was talking about? Yeah, we need to use that. Make nether brick. And now is where we start making our Magma Crucibles. Cool, 4 of them. That might be enough. So, I don't think I will need whatchamacallit. I don't think I'll need powdered coal for anything yet. If I do, I can, like, split this somewhere. Actually, I do need it for something else later. So I'm going to split that off real quick. And I am going to put a pipe in between these two. Luckily, I have item translocators. So I'm just going to put that there, put you there. I forgot that you have to be set to input. And ta-da! We can now start making things. And I have an odd reasoning for doing things the way I do, but whatever. We're not here to judge. Yet. So, next is turning liquid into liquid. Boop! So this should make liquefied coal into, or crude oil, into tar and naphtha. tar can be turned into what exactly? What can tar be used for? Furnace generator? Sure. Let's burn it. Why not? Do I have any extra furnace gens? I do. Cool. I will have it be self-sufficient. Technically that's yellow. I'll make you red. Ta-da. So naphtha. Boop. And hopefully, if things go well with this system, then I shouldn't have any problems in the future with... Let's see, what else? Also, I'm going to wait on making ender pearls because I don't see the use of making ender pearls yet. Because ender pearls aren't really used till later, and right now I can make something like lapis. So, and lapis has a few more uses than ender pearls do. If I really have to make ender pearls, I'll do it manually for the time being. And actually, you go out this way, you come in this way. This is where I have you go over here. This is where things are going to start getting wacky in terms of creation. So, currently I am trying to make the blaze powder, and this is the automation process it takes. And actually, I'm going to rotate that 90 degrees. It's not going to change too much. That goes out there. Means I need a I'll wait on that. So then here is a Magma Crucible for the thinkers. Then here's where I have to really kind of brain power my way through this. So the first thing I need is let's hope this keep ancillary items in input, yes. Next I need, oh, this is gonna get complex real quick. Also, the reason I'm not hooking this to power yet is because I want to make sure everything is kind of set concretely. That, and I'm going to have to make a mega tank for the liquid. So I'm actually going to set the liquid to back there and keep that empty so that this doesn't mix and cause problems. So, do I have any more of those hardened fluid ducts anywhere? Hardened fluid ducts. Yay! I don't know if these will take regular fluid ducts, but they should, right? That's actually an interesting way to keep power looping. That'd be interesting. Unfortunately, it won't work for very long periods of time due to the nature of both of these machines consuming power for breakfast. Well, it might actually. 50% chance. So let's assume each operation takes 80 and get 20 out of it, but I'm only using half of that, so 40 out of it. It'd break right at even. That'd be terrifying if this actually works the way I think it will. The hardest part will be maintaining this amount of power at all times. Essentially, it'd be a slow process, but in theory, it would work. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about that right now. I do need to worry about this getting full. So for now, I'm going to jet that back there. I have 2 sulfur. I have a thinker maker. I need a chisel. Do I have stick? Do I have iron? Do we have iron? Do we have iron? We don't have iron. So I need one more stick. And the reason I need one more stick is for this guy right here. So, 1, 2, U plus U, make a U, and you go out here. U plus U and this is kind of where I need to slow down and make sure that I have everything ready, because we're gonna have a problem if I don't have this step ready. How did I make iron over here? I used a regular furnace and one of these multi-crafters. I need a multi-crafter. I call it a multi-crafter. It's technically a mechanical crafter, if anyone wants to get nitpicky about it. I'd rather not use power. Actually, I don't care by this point, because I'm going to be using this process to make power. Or did my game just crash? Whew, it did not. That spooked me. The screen froze on mine for a second. I don't know what the video is all, but we'll see. So, the fun part. So that's making chisels, which means I need sticks. Easy enough. Which is as simple as 1 and a 2. 1 and a 2 and a connect. That'll actually make sticks. And that's all this will make, is sticks. Boom. And there. That goes there. Now for the other part, which is... where's that furnace? Which goes here. Technically, I could place it right on top of there, but I'd rather not. So, bonk, 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 bonk. Power. Connect, connect. Input. I need a cobblestone barrel. Please tell me I have a spare cobble barrel in here somewhere. Please. Do I have cobble? Cobble barrel? I do, yay. That makes my life easier. Boink. Boink, boink. Bleh. Oops. That's not what I was intending on making. Goodbye. So, now that that's over, that is going to start producing iron. And in turn, that will start making and conveniently, that inventory will fill up. Cool. So that is the Thinker statues. So that is actually set up. Are you set up right? For the sake of this test, I'm going to throw in several stacks of iron, just to kind of, it's a placeholder, if nothing else. Then we hook it all up to power and see what kind of drain we're looking at. And what else do I need to do? I need that last drawer. Do I have a drawer? I do. My hope was to finish Lapis today, so I don't know how good we're doing on time. Let's see, we just passed the 25-minute mark. And, Oh, I almost sneezed. So, someone must have been talking about me. What have we got here? All right. Blue. So that's gonna merge and make blaze powder. Crap, I forgot one more thing. I need this key to lock, and lock. I said, oh, okay, it's locked. Coolio. Which means now, when we get our first blaze powder, which takes forever. What is taking it so long? Like, come on. Really? I almost need like 10 of these. Ta-da! Oh, wow, actually. Are we still doing good? Good. So that's one blaze powder down. Boink. And let's see how it does. So I'm going to let this run for about 10 minutes and see if we can get enough to finish Lapis. And then I will... Actually, while I'm at it, I'm also going to make a compression dynamo. I don't know how to pronounce that. I used to call them dynamos. But then I realized... Is it dynamo? Dynamo. Numesiatic dynamo. Now I'm looking around at things that I probably shouldn't be looking at. Emeralds. How do you make emeralds? I'm actually genuinely curious. I don't know. I don't remember how to make emeralds. Liquid emerald. Money. The very concept of wealth has been somehow infused onto this piece of paper. A gold coin, paper, and cactus green. Well, how do you get an amnesiac press? I need an emerald. A player teardrop, coagulated blood, and what else? Sweat-drenched cloth. Blood. Okay, that's the joke. Blood, sweat, and tears. Got it. So how do you get tears? A single tear shed by a person feeling deep sadness. Oh, but of course, you are far too strong, brave, and tough to ever cry. Although there was that drawing of a one-legged puppy. Wait, is there actually a picture of a one-legged puppy? Purifying bath salts. Is this automatable? That'd be kind of grim. Drawing. Drawing of a one-legged puppy. You're kidding me. That's actually a thing. Let's see. Glass bottle, black floral pot. How do you make a feather? Wheat. I could get wheat. It shouldn't be hard. It'd be as simple as placing grass, and I'd have to find some form of bone meal. So yeah, this is actually working pretty well. This entire process is going extremely well. Is this still making... I guess it is. Well, better activate the rest of these if I want any coal to be going out of here. This will probably take a long time to fill or empty. So chances are I may have to make a second setup of pulverizing and processing. But from the looks of it, one pulverizer is making this run, like, forever. So, oh wow, that's all moving. That's right, this is, yeah, this is still a thing as well. Oh yeah, I gotta empty those too. I have to figure out how to empty all that into, like, giant containers and burn it or something. eventually I can probably get off of all these other generators and break even with everything else. If I'm constantly using stuff to outfill this, that's halfway full, which means I'm about to run out of space for it. I need to make that compression dynamo. Anyway, I will be right back, and we'll see what happens in the next 30 minutes or so. I'm hoping it won't take that long, but we'll find out. Be right back. So, I think I got everything. I did grab all of the blaze powder that was in here and go ahead and make the alchemical imbuters and the fractioning stills. I think I made too many of both. So the question is, where do I want to put this? I might put it down here right on the end and then quit using this branch for stuff, just because this is starting to get crowded. And I need to start using the warehouse that I built, made of iron blocks, when I was bored one day. So, yeah. Where to start? Well, let's start at the beginning. So the first things first, I gotta rotate that. I need a drawer, and bada boom. So next I need this device. Oops, I forgot about that. And I honestly don't mind throwing all of this out, because we can make more. So the first thing we need to do is figure out how to... Alright, so we need an igneous extruder. We need a bucket. Have you ever wondered why the buckets in Minecraft, why don't they include a rusty bucket? Because if iron rusts when exposed to water, then how come buckets last forever in Minecraft? Also, to be fair, why do buckets not melt when they hold lava? Just some food for thought. And it's not letting me retrieve water out of there. So, plan B. Tis not gonna let me do that. So I'm going to wait patiently for it to fill with the bucket so I can... Oh wait, I'm an idiot. There's a reason why. So anyway, first thing, I need a fluid transposer in the back of this, because ultimately it will be a fluid transposer that finishes this entire process. Actually, possibly, I think this will be one of the few things where the machine can face me, because then out the bottom you have your finished product. You have one intake. Actually, I'm going to have the polished diorite go through there, which means, working in reverse, Lapis. What's fun about the Lapis recipe is the entire thing, for the most part, can be stacked. And here, I'll show you what I mean here in a second. So, to get Essence of True Glue, you need a fractioning still, followed by an alchemical imbuter, followed by a fractioning still, followed by a fractioning still. So, I need a... and I might get this wrong right from the start. I'm going to double check, because I don't trust my brain. Fractioning still, okay. Fractioning still, alchemical imbuter. Fractioning still, alchemical imbuter. And the other part about this recipe that's kind of confusing to most people is that it's a feedback loop on itself. You can use Lapis to make more Lapis. It's really weird. So, bink, 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 bink. And then water in the top. So first, we gotta power this entire tower. And unfortunately, yeah. I'm gonna put power down the middle, down the spine. Oops. I seem to be out of cables. Do we have more cables? Please tell me we have more cables. Do we have more cables? Do we not have more cables? I need more cables, like now. I need cables. Give me cables. Cables. Yay, we have cables. So, now that we have this, I'm not going to power it yet, for the same reason as always. So, to start up the chain, this is going to be dreadfully painful. You have an igneous extruder hooked in to here, outputting there. It is going to be making... Oh no, I did that wrong already. I need... Where is it? Where's that auto chisel? Is that... Please tell me that's in this pile of crap. Auto chisel. So I have an auto chisel making you. So I'm going to set you down here. Also, for the record, I'm going to have you pipe into you. Go for that. You are going to pipe into here. Do I want to abuse this chain? I might. Conveniently, due to the fact that I already have materials being made, it wouldn't hurt. Right? Please. Please work. 1. Why are you not working? Don't tell me it's gotta be side specific. Does it? No. I'm gonna look. I have to watch it. Is it side specific for this machine? Or is it just gonna go in and it was taking its good old time? Yup, it's side specific. Which also means that technically I can wipe that across there, and that'll be fine. Ta-da. So, I now have chisels being automated. Yay. And then technically I can just... Oh, I can't put you behind there now. Next, luckily, this actually doesn't need power. Yes, it does. That also needs power. So I'm going to link you down under here. And this is a hot mess of wires, but I don't care. Like, when it comes to wiring, I'm not the greatest expert at it, so yeah. This is why I did not become an engineer. I'm not a neat person, but I do know practicality. That's ironic. I like practical builds. I like condensing things, despite how ugly they look. Yet I don't like wire management, cable management at all. Even in building computers, I hated cable management. I never could comprehend it. So now that we have diorite, polished diorite down there, I only need 1. And that actually doesn't need power conveniently, so. But this is going to eat power for breakfast, so it's not power, but chisels for breakfast, so it's going to be working intermittently. So that's done. Sploosh. Grab one of these, run over here, and sploosh. Yep, that works great. So now, conveniently, that water that I had run last week now runs into here. And ta-da! I now have diorite being automated. Does it actually go in? Oh, please don't tell me this is side specific. Oh, I might strangle this thing. It is... Oh, that's painful. Why are you so painful, game? Why are you such pain to me? Alright. I gotta fix this again. Please work. Because if you don't, I might as well just lose my mind now. Okay, that works. Yay, that was annoyingly painful. Oh wait, did I power all of these? Yes, I did. Oops. What else is convenient, though, is all this water also has to run up this tower. Because, what is the first ingredient to making lapis? Water. Because you are combining water with blue dye. So, conveniently, they give us the means. Next, I need blue dye and blue dye. Now, initially, and I'm going to rig it so it's automated, but this process needs a jump start. So, by the end of this episode, I'm going to jump start the system. But after that, quite literally, I'm going to have to mine the bottom out of this. And I am going to have to make an override in the pipe to do this. Because I have to mine that block out there. And I need to item duct you. This is where it gets messy. Because I don't remember what my other build for this was. I know it wasn't... I think it was a little neater, but it wasn't, like, perfect either. Crap. I need to disable you. Up, 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 up. I need more item ducts. Item ducts. Meow. 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 So both of these require lapis. Because of that, rather annoyingly, yeah. So, because of this, I now have to rig that and this together. All that simply means is I am now using a lapis supply to make more lapis. Hence alchemy, making something from nothing. Or, I don't know if that's exactly how it works, but who cares? This is the hardest one to automate, and that's gold. In order to make gold, I've seen different people do it different ways. A lot of people say the only way to do it is through the tinker's smeltery, alloying. However, I found something else interesting. I can take copper ore and turn it into pulverized gold. It's very inefficient, but would it be too difficult to do? It's a theory at best, unfortunately. There's not really much I can do with that. The other option is glowstone and tin. Now, my idea... A lot of people do gold manually. The problem is, well, this. If you want to fully automate it, and I have a way of automating gold, but for the sake of today, I'm not automating gold. So for now, I'm just going to pulverize that and call it a day. I don't need this anymore. Isn't it convenient to play in a world where everything is infinite with time? So, for now, I'm going to put you here. I need to rig all of these to set their outputs to down. Let's see, red, there's no side things being made. You... And technically, I'm going to put that there for now. That was a green. That was cool. Actually, that needs to stay blue. That needs to go to orange. And this side needs to go to blue. You go to orange. You go to orange. And I think that's ready. So, the final step. Dun 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 dun. How do you make a mortar and pestle? Mortar and pestle. Is that it? Congrats, you have a mortar and pestle. Remember all this dirt I automated earlier? Yeah. So I'm gonna take, 10 of these. I'm gonna take, and the reason I'm doing them in twos is because 5 go in one, 5 go in the other. It's exactly half and half, plus I don't remember how fast this process is. So if I did this right, this is converting water into essence of slightly blue, which is then turning it into essence of mildly blue, which then turns into essence of blue, which then goes into gold to become essence of royal blue, which then slowly, painfully, turns into essence of true blue, mixed with a fluid transposer, and ta-da, we have our first piece of lapis. Unfortunately, it gets taken immediately because this system now cycles on itself, and I forgot to do that. So I'm going to wait for the next one to be done and see if I can catch it. Yay! Congratulations, we have our first thing of lapis. Now to figure out how to automate gold. I am probably going to do that in between sessions, but this is my way of making lapis, is this giant tower of crap. I'm not even kidding. Like, this is insanely annoying to make, and I understand why they do it. It's like gating your progress based on how much work you put in, and that's why in the very beginning, certainly such a wonder child such as yourself, yada yada yada. What's ironic, though, is the note that was left. If you actually look at it, where is, by the way, I snuck an acceleration wand into the exam chest. This was something that intrigued me. There's an extra acceleration wand in here. Why is there an extra acceleration wand in here? Okay. So, my thought is, what if the exam chest isn't that chest? What if it's the mod pack? What if the mod pack itself is the exam chest? And you, as the player, are taking the exam. Strange thought, but it poses an interesting question, doesn't it? Does it alternate, or does it just go to the quickest path thing? Because that might be a problem. If it takes the quickest pathing to somewhere, that also means that I won't be able to have enough stuff for everything else. How much does that consume? Only 200? That's all it takes is 200 per. So for every one of those, you make 5 of those, and I'm assuming you're out of gold. That's why that's not moving anywhere. You're almost out, and I'm assuming that takes 200 per. Yeah. So intriguingly, the process is almost automated. So yeah, I have to figure out how to make mass-produce gold on a scale of stupid. And I have to figure out a safety switch for it. because if I don't, then it overflows and causes problems in the long run. So I have to figure out how not only to automate gold, but to prevent it from overfilling. So my original intention with with automating gold was to build 2 smelteries. Well, not 2 smelteries per se, but 1 smeltery and 1 smeltery tank. The smeltery would have 2 droppers hovering over it, one constantly being fed tin, the other constantly being fed glowstone. And then on a redstone timer of approximately 10 seconds, it'd click once, dropping both items simultaneously. On the spigot output, I would have a filtered translocator set to liquid gold only. Then, wait, what melts faster? Gold or tin? Because this might be an interesting outcome if that's the case. No, I think I do have to, yeah, tin does melt faster than glowstone. So I may have to use fluiducts instead, these hardened fluiducts, with a filtered servo on them, set for liquid gold. That's going to be hard. Because realistically, it's possible, it's just hard. Yeah, and then I need to do some testing in my offline world to see, do regular like vanilla comparators, or is there any... Can I make redstone comparators right now? Redstone comparator. What does it take to make nether quartz again? Can I make nether quartz at all? At all? Please? 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 Crap. I could go to Ender.io. Is there a way to make an if-then statement using things I don't have, such as... Wait. Redstone relay. Could I? That'd be something I'd have to look into in between. But I still have to figure out how to do this without really any help from the game. That'd be something to look into later in the future. Or I could have it going forever and set a void barrel up. Or a void... Is there like a... at storage drawers? Void upgrade. Destroys excess items. And that I can actually make. So that is probably what I'll end up doing in the far future. Or maybe not far future, but in between episodes I will automate gold. I will put a drawer somewhere for it. It wouldn't be hard to just like stack it up, sneak the item in like in a corner somewhere hooked up to this entire grid. And then I think the next thing I'm going to work on is going to be refined storage, because that is going to be the main method of automating clay. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This was a little bit of a longer episode, so I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for my creaky chair as well. If you have any questions, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, do whatever you want to. Please, no hateful things. If you have any suggestions or recommendations on what I should work on other than beautification, let me know. If you have any questions, I'll try and return to the comments and answer them. Thus far, no one's really commented, so I hope to see you guys next time. Bye-bye!